Okay, guys, we're out here with the Corsos. We got Milan, who is 5 years old, I believe. And we have Mufasa, who is almost 7 months old, about 7 months old. He'll be 7 months, I believe, the 17th or so. And today I want to talk about the Corso program. We're trying to start a breeding program for Corsos, and we just want to talk about breeding programs in general. And we're gonna also talk about Mufasa. So Mufasa is 7 months, man. I'm loving the way Mufasa's turned out. Mufasa is our male. We got our male because when it's time to breed, people don't do what they say they do and don't do what they're supposed to do. So if you don't have your male, or if you don't have a very close friend with a male when it comes to breeding dogs, you're gonna have a lot of issues. So, when a dog comes in the heat, you only got a small amount of time to breed it. So you wanna be able to have your time, everything timed correctly. But if you got a person that's a BSer, a bullshitter, or a person, it's a lot of people that just say they do things that they don't really actually do. When it's time to breed, they don't answer their phone. Vice versa. Sometimes people say they want to breed with you, then they supposed to meet up with you, then they disappear. So it's a lot of people that just don't do, or not really about that dog life. They just got a dog for no reason. They're not no dog breeder. They got a dog as a pet, and they fake like they're going to breed a dog, but they really not. So what that brings me to is this. We love Mufasa, man. He's a great boy. As you see, he's chained up. He's not going ballistic or anything. He has just enough edge that I'm like, great. He has some edge, but he has that intelligence. He's never trying to fight, or do anything too destructive or be too loud or do anything bad. He's a good boy. So we're really proud of his development. And he's really starting to get off of that. Get off. Off. Out. People be back here doing shit they don't need to be doing. Fucking Baltimore. Excuse my French. People be back here, bro. I'm gonna start sicking my dogs on people. People be in the woods doing nasty stuff. Living in the damn woods. But he's a good boy, man. He's not too over aggressive. He's not hyperactive. Now he will protect. He does have that protection. See, look, they disappeared into that ravine. He does have a protective nature about him. So if you were to pop up right now, we're in the woods, he's definitely gonna be on you, spinning around you in circles with his fur up, on some protective stuff. But really, that's just his instincts to protect anything out of place that he doesn't know he's gonna want to protect. But I'm gonna tell him that it's cool. So as he gets older, he looks really big, but he's just really a puppy, man. As he gets older, he realizes they can be curious, but they know they're not gonna just attack someone, but they will be curious. If they feel like, okay, here's somebody, let me go investigate, they're gonna go investigate. Straight up. They're gonna go investigate them, sniff them. If something just pops out of nowhere, they feel like, okay, we are the only people supposed to be here, so let me go investigate. As you can see, my Corso can go up a hill. I don't have a 200-pound Corso that just sits in a cage. Carb kennel dogs, they do things. That dog is yards and yards away, bro. 25 yards or so. Our dogs do things, guys. A lot of people get on you when they see the little dog in a cage or whatever. But the dogs get out. They get out and then they get locked back up. Especially this one right here, because this one's always barking. So, you can't be outside living your best life if you're always barking at the neighbors. This guy's quiet. But I want to say this, man. We had a litter of Corsos earlier this year. And, we really wanted to work with the people who, got the Corsos from me. But I'm going to just flat out go ahead out and just put it out there. One guy, he owed me $100 on some side business stuff. And another guy owed me like $150. It's just $150. But it's so petty. Move! Somebody was just basically doing something they shouldn't have been doing here. So petty, guys. But, what that brings me to is this. This is not about negativity. It's like, look, you want to do business with people because in this dog venture, when you're doing dogs, you got to be the master of bloodlines, the master of breeding. You got to be a veterinarian. You got to be a videographer. You got to be a commentator, a veterinarian. You got to be like 10 different things just to be in a dog game. You might be able to just get 2 dogs, and just do your thing and make money. But what happens when those dogs get old? Some people are not just breeders. They just got a dog they're making money off. So let's say, for instance, you got 2 dogs and you making good money. All right, once your female is out of age or too old, you can't breed her no more. Now, let's say let's say you keep a puppy. Well, you can't breed the dad with that puppy because now you're inbreeding. So if you don't have an idea of how you're going to outsource or have multiple dogs to breed with, you're not a real breeder. You just breeding some dogs. You just got a litter. Which brings me to my next point. In order to be a dog breeder, you got to either have the land. Out of that! You got to either have the land or you got to have people that you can work with. People that you can depend on. Just people that can work with you that's about something. But what I'm gonna tell you is, man, and this is real life shit. Every person wants to be the boss, especially in my, in the black community. Sorry to get on my own community. You come up with an idea, instead of everybody working together, everybody wants to be the head honcho. Nobody's even thinking about working with the next man. Everybody wants to be the head honcho. They're going to do it all on their own, all by themselves. And slowly but surely, you watch them all quit the breeding game. So they've been, quit all the work that they put into this stuff. And they just fall off because they're not working with people. I reached out my hand to work with so many people. But everybody look at me like, oh, man, he's a threat. Nobody wants to listen. Literally, in my community, people feel like advice is somebody trying to tell them what to do. And, oh, shit, big buck deer. And they being schooled. So, this might sound like I'm being real negative, but basically what I'm saying is, if you out there, you think you about to start a whole dog breeding program, you're not going to go far unless you got a hell of a team around you. So that brings you to the next point. How do you find a good team? Well, some people are blessed to find people that can do good work and want to work with them, and some ain't. I only found one person that I can really, say that I can work with. My wife and my man for the family bullies. Everybody else, they'll meet up here and there if I need them, or they might help out a little bit. But when it comes to like, hey, just hold that dog, man. Hold this female dog and we're going to breed the female, or hold this stud, we're going to breed the stud. I can't find nobody. But I'm working on some stuff to where I don't need anyone. I'm working on some stuff to where I don't need nobody. But it's going to take time and planning. So what I'm mainly getting at is, man, if you want to have a successful program, you need to have people that are around you that want to be successful and can take basically, let's just keep it 100, take orders or take guidance or have some kind of like understanding that you're going to need other people. It's like, but people don't want to do that. They want to do their own thing. And I'm just watching them fall off. enough of that. I'm just watching them fall off, y'all. And it doesn't bring me no pleasure, because I know some people that could have really, really made some big waves in the game. Like, you know, could have been some real big time dog breeders, like, but they falling off, y'all. The main reason why they falling off, they don't want to work with nobody. And the people they do want to work with ain't the people they need to be working with. You need to be working with somebody that knows how to work with others, knows how to get along with others. But right now, we got Connie Corsos out there, but we probably not even going to breed with none of those Connie Corsos that we already got out. But it's cool, because we got a stud now, so we can take our stud and stud them out and kind of work like that. So, you know, you can, it's different methods. You know, we're going to take our stud when he gets right. Set. Milan, sit. We take our stud and stud him out. And, you know, just talk with the people that's breeding dogs like, hey, let me know what you're doing in the future. Let's see if anything we can do together. You know what I mean? So it's always methods. Both of these Connie Corsos are ICCF certified, papers in my hand. So when it's time to breed, I don't have to worry about nobody's BS. And like I say, this boy, as you can see, he is a chestnut brindle. She is a blue brindle. His dad was a Fermentino. Her mom was actually a Fermentino, so we can expect some fawns and Fermentinos out of their litter. One thing I like about this boy, he's got that long gait. He's long, he's lanky, because he's only 7 months. But his dad was a beast monster. But he's a good boy. He's smart. Mufasa, come here, boy. He's smart. And I mean, his dad was like 200 pounds. His dad was pretty big. Now they got to be careful right here, because it's some sharp metal right here. We're going to follow this path. Oh. I don't know who's in this field. It's muddy. Stop pushing me. They pushing me, y'all. Whoa. Look at that. So as you can see, man. Oh, shit, I hit that gate. I was worried about them hitting the gate. I hit the gate. Look. But you see what we do with our Corsos. And you see that boy, Mufasa, man. We're really grateful to be having this litter soon. I mean, these guys ain't ready yet, but we're really waiting for him to pop. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If at 9 months he's 100 pounds, we're gonna roll with it. Right now, I think he's about, I don't know, 70. Stop! He keeps picking up random dirty napkins. Somebody been wiping their nose and butt with these napkins everywhere. Welcome to Baltimore. Fucking dirt bags. Living in the woods. But to sum it up, guys, it's hard to find people to work with, but there's ways to figure out how to work with people. You know, so the way we're gonna work around this is we put him out there for stud, and we just tell the people what we're trying to do. And hey, look, we're trying to like keep this going. We're trying to have a community like where we breed our dogs. Because we got some nice dogs out there, man. But the people like that I want to work with, that I thought I could work with, they don't see the vision. Everybody think that it's all about them. They don't want nobody telling them what to do, and they can make a lot of money. And it ain't about money, but I'm gonna just tell you like this. I don't want to even put it out there, but I'm gonna just put it like to you like this. Come on, let's run. Come on, y'all. Some people could be making more off of selling dogs than they make at their own job. Come on. So you got a dog that you could potentially make more money off of then you're salaried. But instead of doing it and listening, they just gonna do whatever the hell they gonna do. You know, when I was young, I always wanted to be taught the right way to go, not to just do whatever the hell I wanted to do. I wanted advice, but it wasn't no advice. But when you get these generation or these people out here advice, not even just a generation, but just people around you, man, they don't want to listen. Everybody wants to be their own man. So basically, you just want everybody's in competition with each other, which makes no sense, because you can't record yourself. You can't say, you can't have 100 dogs. You know, somebody might have a better dog, might have, they might have a better dog that they want to go show and show them all around the country. So while they're showing that dog, they might need somebody to raise the puppies for them. You can't go around the country showing your dog, raise the puppies, shoot the videos, take puppies to the vet, raise them, train them. It takes a village, of people, but it just seems like everybody wants to be their own boss and their own man. And it just counter productive for us all to go against each other. But that's just the way the name of the game. So you got to get out front of it. So we establish our stud. That means we're going to always be, in the runnings to have some puppies or whatever. Come on, y'all. Let's run.